Hey guys, welcome to Ed. We're joined in studio right now by Wayne, founder of the World Primate Sanctuary, a conservation NGO that she runs from home. Welcome to the studio, Wayne.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, before we get into it, we'd like to find out what got you interested. Let's talk about your background, and you've been doing this for 30 years. Yes. What was the interest? How did you start?
Well, I started by getting this little monkey as a pet in a pet shop. Mm-hmm. Like most people, and I didn't have a clue of how to take care of this monkey. I was told just to feed it on, simple little things, mm-hmm. and I was yearning for more information. I needed to learn more. So I tried to look around, and I couldn't find information here. Mm-hmm. I then found other people that knew about the monkeys, or had monkeys, including zoos, and I started learning through them, and vets. I started helping vets, mm-hmm. and learning my information through there. But the greatest of all, of course, was the Amazon jungle.
Yeah.
I went through to the Amazon a few times, and but again, they are canopy dwellers, so mm-hmm. you hardly see them. So in actual fact, I only learned more about their habitat, the weather conditions, and what they eat.
Tell us more about the Amazon. Like that should be interesting.
That was absolutely incredible. Mm-hmm. Pretty scary because I was in this little boat all alone. I had a language barrier.
Wow.
And then I found this caboclo, and he actually started rowing down the Amazon, mm-hmm. in the different kinds of tributaries, beautiful sounds and everything. And then there was a hole in the boat, mm-hmm. so he was busy taking all the water out, and I thought, great.
So how many times you said you went to
Twice.
the Amazon? Twice?
Twice.
And what was the period you were there for? How long?
Well, approximately 3 weeks, mm-hmm. and then the other trip was a month.
Oh, nice.
Yes, loved it totally, but it was scary. I ate piranhas and
wow.
and fell into sinking sand as well. That was my first trip that I went.
Now, we were talking before we started the interview. You said most of the knowledge you got from the monkeys was self-taught.
That's correct. Yes.
Tell us about that.
I did actually learn a few, little bits and pieces, mm-hmm. From other people that own monkeys. Mm-hmm. There's one or two little small organizations in South Africa. You're talking a long time ago, so information was quite rare to mm-hmm. find. And then, of course, I got to know a variety of specialists in America and in the UK. Mm-hmm. And so all my studying that I did, I would sit in the cages and I would observe these monkeys, write down everything. Eventually, somebody said I should write a manual and a book and try and share my knowledge. And then I compared that knowledge with other people's experiences.
Yeah.
And that's basically how I learned.
Nice.
And then with veterinary care as well.
Almost 30 years now you've been doing this.
That's right.
Let's talk about WPS. How do you guys operate?
Okay, well, we get a lot of phone calls from individuals that have them as pets. A lot of them don't know very much, and of course they're not pets for children. That's a big no-no. They are very difficult even as adults to look after them. So the care that they need is incredibly specialized. Yes, they phone us with information. A lot of the owners will phone and they'll be in tears because their monkeys attack them mm-hmm. without letting go and without warning. And I have to try to tell the people these are wild animals at the end of the day. They are, it doesn't matter if they're tame or if they're wild, they are going to attack you.
Yeah.
And that's just one of those things. But if you have the knowledge, then you can do it the right way. They're not protected as such. Mm-hmm. But yes, the people will phone me. I will then try to educate them, and a lot of them attack the owners. They don't want them anymore. Mm-hmm. And then they come through and they donate the monkey through to us, and we then take it from there.
Great. So now you said, how many monkeys do you have?
At the moment,
sanctuary?
52.
Yeah.
At the moment. They have to all be in cages because they are actually monogamous. Mm. So they've got to be in cages for their own protection. However, there are lots of people that just let them run around. And in fact, last week we got 2 calls. 2 monkeys died from their own dogs attacking them.
Oh,
so yes, they do need to be protected. And well, the only way I can try to fight against this or try to help the monkeys is through education.
Do you have? Is it the same kind of species or are they different?
Most of them are, yes. Mm-hmm. Most of them are the marmoset monkey, particularly the white ear, but you also get the black-eared marmosets. Mm-hmm. And remember, these guys all originated from South America. And then they came into this country and it became like a pet trade. Mm-hmm. And Gauteng is kind of like lost, how can I say? There's so many people that own them. And
really?
Yes, in Gauteng particularly. And all the other provinces seems to be protected, you know, permits and things like that. Gauteng is the only province that's not, and it's been years and years and years that they haven't had. But we think it's because of the fact that, first of all, they should have implemented it a long time ago. Now, all these years it's taken, there's so many people that own them. It's going to be expensive to try to get a permit system, you know, get going, really, because, first of all, you've got so many people. Secondly, their lifespan is so much shorter. It's almost half as amount that in the natural. 20 to 25 years they live in the jungle, and in captivity it's shortened to approximately 8 to 12 to 13 years old. And the reason is simply because of the weather. It's not the same weather. The majority of the reason, though, is people actually give them the diseases.
All right, so before we go, let's talk about your community service work. I hear you do some community work.
Absolutely. It's my way of trying to spread the information and educate the public, and doing it from a point of view of going to schools, doing talks, where they will also raise funds, or they will bring food for us so that we can try to help with it helps both ways, basically. So I can educate them, and they can come through to the sanctuary, do their community service work by painting cages, enriching the cages, and of course, good old learning.
Yeah. and obviously, when you're talking about this community, are they excited? The kids, are the children excited about this?
Very excited, very excited. We get children plus minus 14 years plus that become quite active in it, and they ask lots of questions, which I love. And how did the monkeys get here? And, you know, why is this one sick? Lots of questions. But yes, they love it. They do their own enrichment. So I'll pick a cage and I'll say, right, you've got a little bit of idea what enrichment to do for them, because these little guys are pretty intelligent, as small as they are. And then I try and make it exciting, and I say to them, think on the natural side. Remember, there's lots of trees in the jungle. They're all vertical, so you need to use a little bit of vertical, you know, enrichment plus horizontal enrichment, how they get from the box to the food, things like that. They love to forage, so they love to go down onto the ground and in the grass forage and look around for insects.
All right. Thank you very much for coming to the studio, Wayne.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have somebody in the studio who's here to share their knowledge.
Yes.
We're going to be chatting more with Wayne. She's going to be in the studio again to talk more on the monkeys. Stay tuned right here on Ed.